combo itself could be done in duo or in mid. It's not going to be the worst, but I think I'd rather see Uller in duo.
We'll see whether or not it ends up happening here as we jump into game number 1 again of Phase 3. Leviathans and Warriors kicking us off with J-Mac and Myth. Yeah, thank you so much, Gore and Trelly. Phase number 3, the final phase of the regular season and the start of our roadmap to the World Championships. It's going to be taking place in January. What better way to start than with the Oni Warriors?
You're looking towards a little bit more aggressive stylings over there. You want someone who can get in your face and really find usage from the Scepter. Umoja doesn't immediately jump to mind, but already using it.
Rivers Review, gonna catch Zapman out. A little bit more damage, one more auto, or one more shot from Neilma will grab first blood for the Oni Warriors to put them on the board for Phase 3.
Yeah, Zapman just stepping a little too far up. Didn't have the ultimate just yet. Dardes lines up against Shinto in the 1v1. No way Shinto's willing to jump in here. Should be able to pick up the right. Can start to move their pressure to this side of the map.
Will be a greater Scorpion for the Warriors. Panatom getting aggressive, finds the sash on Neil, and takes Neil to the sky. There wasn't a lot of follow-up on Cubo last time. There's quite a bit for Neil. A little bit more damage will do it. Haddix over the wall. Does find the dunk in the first kill for the Leviathans, but now Nika trying to get in. The cage holds it back. The circle of protection gives the bit of healing over to the Leviathans, but the Warriors are still going aggressive. Nika in the back line holds down Wrong U, but a stun from Shinto holds them back.
Slight fumble there from the Warriors. I'm not sure how Panatom is able to just walk on out of there. Had Dardes just popped circle protection a little bit sooner, Panatom's dead to the damage, but instead he's allowed to walk through the Warriors side of the map. Bit of tunnel vision, horse blinders as they chase out the core of the Leviathans. At the end of the day though, it is still a trade that keeps the game at dead even, unless Vote takes this one.
Vote just winning this fight, gets the circle out up in the sky to try and delay for as long as he can. Snipe 2, third one doesn't hit either. Vote as good as dead here. The stun will get the beads, and the damage after will take his life. Good stun from Panatom to close out the kill.
Nearly able to turn that fight around. That early Executioner is already doing so much damage, but the Oni Warriors and having Vote play so aggressively there are at least able to look elsewhere on the map. Pyromancer taken, so the Leviathans a bit of that experience gap that it established.
We're sitting nearly 2 levels fully up for Vote. Now that's closed down to about 1, maybe a half level between those two. But the level 12 power spike for Vote means he has Aegis. And Neilma chasing out Zapman. Bubble is good.
Oh, no.
Rivers hold him in. Is this a solo kill for Neilma? The stun in the Rivers will do it. And the Oni Warriors' second kill, both of them now on the support.
That's the Zap Classic, man. You could have just gone back. And Naja are the, I'ma get my trade. I'm going in and someone's dying and I'm probably going to follow him type of pick.
Well, someone who's going to die, or should die in the midst of 3 is Nika. Gets the heal right after the cage. 4 more Leviathans there. You will get the dash to go out, but it won't get him far enough. Almost able to get up to the horse in time to get out, but still does fall. Pressure mid from the Oni Warriors. But with Zapman not over on the right side of the map, no chance to maybe try and sneak an early fire giant for Leviathans. Instead, it'll be tier 2 tower pressure for the Warriors.
Yeah, they got to get out of here quickly. Panatom's only job is to lock them down. TP in from Haddix.
We'll go earlier
that item's
for Guan
crazy.
Yu. Not only will there be some for Nika there with the Guan Yu, but also Neilma has picked up that item second. So a lot of easy heal application to get those procs for both of them. And maybe they can try and make use of it in this next upcoming team fight, because the Oni Warriors are pushing forward for some pressure.
Weird spot to force the engagement on a red buff. This is a high-risk play for low reward.
Neilma does have the river to at least zone out. Nika on the other side of the cage to try and keep them out. In the sky is Vote. Snipe is good, at least for a little bit of initial damage, but not enough yet to take out Panatom. Big heal and shell comes through, but Vote finds the first kill of the fight. Cubo Fred to close up immediately afterwards. And back towards the right side. Unfortunate for Wrong U. Cannot run far enough. 5 kills for the Oni Warriors, 3 of them on Neilma.
Leviathans just got baited by Fabless there, man. The HP shields kept popping up on Neil. Nika walks through with the healing as well. And Neil stayed at 10% HP for maybe 15 entire seconds. Leviathans, one by one, say, well, we fought for too long. We can't let them get away for free and just walk in and lose their lives.
Whoa, Dardes gets comboed by Zapman and Shinto. This is all to set up for the Fire Giant that's being done by the Oni Warriors. So that'll at least go to 4. Unfortunate for Dardes, will not get the benefit of said buff, but a beautiful bait at least by Dardes and Nika, so that way the Warriors can confirm another objective.
Just really smart.
Tier 2 in left earlier, Tier 2 in mid now. Only one more tower on the solo lane side of the map stands for the Leviathans to defend. But they're going to need everybody. All hands on deck towards the
quick.
left side. That Phoenix down to a 3rd HP. But Vote taking a little bit of damage. We'll get a lot of healing back.
Gross.
And those shields, those heals that keep coming through. Curse Dog and an ult from Haddix through the back to hold them out. Circle protection won't get a lot of value as far as damage is concerned, but it does heal up some of the team. Vote forced in the sky, barely makes it through on a sliver of health. Can he get the last shot on Zap? He does, and Cubo Fred closes out the kill.
Left side Phoenix burning. The Leviathans want to keep it alive, but they cannot. Still 4 strong, so the base shouldn't break unless Shito falls.
Shinto, Aegis will not save him except for only a moment. He's able to get back with the leap to get to the fountain, and the Oni Warriors have taken the left side burn. Dardes will transform to the east end to give themselves another massive heal. Everybody back up. Cubo Fred now up in the sky with Panatom, but he's gonna need more damage on landing. Shinto's got that to make sure he picks up the kill, but Nika finds one in the back line with some help. A 2-for-2 trade under the mid Phoenix, and the Oni Warriors will grab the bird.
2 for 2 for 2, because 2 birds fall down in exchange as well. The Leviathans on the chase, stun no good, but slow connects onto Vote. If Shinto can connect the axe, that should create the time. Their aggressive ultimates, that might be able to burn through some of these resources.
Fire was taken by Warriors, and only 1 Phoenix left standing. Spirit Ball does a lot to Neil. Cage will catch him out, but Neil's got a cage of his own with the River's Rebuke. Double E-set ultimate down. Neil Maw still alive through all of that. It only was until just now that he goes out. It's a double for Zapman. Dardes, Beads, and Aegis in the backline. Panatom has to find the shot from the cell, but can't do it. Instead, will take Vote up to the sky, but he needs help on landing to get that kill, and Shinto's got it.
The Leviathans, when they see their opportunity, they take it. Just an immediate pick. Neilmod dropped down. It's about 10% before they even really start the Phoenix Siege in earnest. And the Leviathans say, well, that's it.
Maybe in this game, so long as they stay alive. Phoenix is weakened. Will go down easily. Nika to the back line. Goes for Panatom and Shinto. Diverts the attention back to Wrong U as the cage is dropped from Haddix. And the Phoenix is starting to melt away, but all 5 of the Warriors are grouped up and are still alive, but not Dardes. He gets bursted down by Shinto and Satman up in the sky, does find the snipes. Vote picks a 1-for-1 trade, but will Vote be able to make it out? Aegis holds out, but the Spirit Ball connects right at the end. The Leviathans have once again defended their base. It's a double kill for Satman. Neil Maw gets up as far as he can go. Spirit Ball off the mark, but the stun by Haddix will seal the deal. 4 down for the Warriors.
Warriors just struggling to secure some of these kills. I like what we saw from Nika. Goes in immediately onto Panatom, lands a couple of shots and says, all right, well, you're not last 10 or so minutes. Actually grouped up on the Fire Giant.
Could be their objective to take. The Warriors have respawned.
Gotta slow him down.
Nika will go in. He'll find a stun up against 3. That's a massive stop, at least for now. Dharmic Pillars is there, but up in the sky is 1. Panatom gonna need a little help on landing to take down Dardes, and he will do so. Zapman low, but Zapman will not make it out. Cubo Fred finds the pick. Snipes are good from Vote to put Shinto at critical HP. Cubo Fred able to get himself out of there. Not enough damage from Haddix just yet, but Panatom is also low. Him and Cubo both able to make it out.
Wrong-U, Haddix, Panatom, all on death's door. The Oni Warriors cannot finish off this chase, so instead, fall back towards the Fire Giant, should be able to take it for themselves. That goes much better than for the Leviathans than I thought it would. In a moment in that fight, just one more stray auto attack could have taken out 1-2 targets, and that would have been the game for the Oni Warriors. Left side Phoenix on the respawn, Cubo Fred hovering there, but it's the mid Phoenix under threat. Nika's in.
Nika does force Shinto out. Haddix holds on to the cage this time. Wrong-U
look at left.
Able to find something over towards Nika, but Cubo Fred versus Panatom might not go so well for Cubo because Shinto has joined in, but that leaves everybody else at the mercy of the Warriors in the mid lane. Zapman, the first one down. Snipes in the sky. 2 fine, third one not enough because of the heal from Panatom just a moment ago. Mid Phoenix is gone as well. And with the left one respawned and weakened, will be taken out all the same.
Leviathans cannot allow their attentions to be split like that. If Shito rotates and gets the kill on a Cubo, sure, maybe a worthwhile trade. You lose the mid Phoenix regardless, but in not picking up the kill, Cubo able to reset. Now it's the Titan under threat.
Only ult up is the one for Vote, but he doesn't even need it because the Titan is gone. The Oni Warriors took him a few tries. We're able to bring this one together.
And bomb every single time. It's never fun. So no matter what the matchup is, I think Vote pretty safe to just grab the Cupid and say, I'm going to make your life miserable. But Leviathans have grabbed either the Naja or the Fenrir support. I imagine it's Fenrir. So wrong you on the Fenrir. That's what I'm going to go with moving forward.
From the
Has to find
Leviathans
some
in game
aggression.
#1, we'll see if they can maybe get some of that fight back a little bit earlier here in game #2. The double assassin drafted up, and it's something that I'll kind of pitch towards you, Miff, once we jump into the game and discuss a little bit more. We have not seen the Fenrir support in some time. I was kind of wondering, is it going to be the Naja or the Fenrir? But it seems that junglers are really heavily prioritizing that Naja. How do you kind of feel about Blue Stone? So a decent bit of tankiness and some extra help with the clear. But he's not going to get any help for his blue buff. That one will be stolen away by the Leviathans. Zatman over the wall. How far can he run? Not very far. Frozen in place, and a sonic boom will put him down. Cuvo Fred strikes first blood for the Oni Warriors.
You think Zap maybe regrets ulting Wave a little bit earlier? I'm not sure it would have saved him, but it might have bought him at least a little bit more time. Does hold on to those beats.
9-minute mark, maybe another one on the horizon. If Wrong You gets caught out, Sonic Boom charged up. Will Cuvo Fred find the line? It goes wide to catch up with the rest of the team. A Fields of Love already expended, and Zapman now in the middle of two. Lose the beads to the dash by Cuvo, but Vote is losing his health to Panatom and the Raijin. Vote able to get out just for now, but Panatom will not. The Heart Bomb seals the kill.
I promise you it wasn't intentional, but it was sick to see. Dardes may lose his life in exchange. It actually used the clone to take away the ring toss, and now it's the Leviathans stepping forward, pull in onto Cuvo Fred, and an easy pickup. The Oni Warriors overcommit on that chase. Cuvo Fred in particular, that sonic boom to try and split the map there, looked like he was trying to decide between whether or not he wanted to look for Zapman or
Ultimate
Ron.
gone from Zap. Bede's still down for about 30 seconds. He's not going to want to join on any of these fights. Wrong You with that Phantom Shell has at least some safety with this team to try and get them away from Neil Ma. I definitely got to keep my eyes on Vote throughout these fights. That ultimate seems like it's going to be pivotal for turning these fights in their favor. And Panatom will already go up and take Cuvo Fred to the sky. Missed one of the crits, but he doesn't need it because Shinto's got a lot of damage on the back line of the fight. Neil Ma stunned by Wrong You, stunned by Panatom. Does get the wall up to separate himself. And Wrong You does not have nearly enough damage to get the kill. A clean pick for the Leviathans.
Yeah, between that meditation, able to force out a bit more here.
Ragnarok is down. Leap was used, and now Zapman's got an ult to try and help out his support. But he doesn't find a lot of damage with that ultimate. But now with Haddix on the way, a leap into the back line. Vote able to dash away from the ultimate from the Kukulkan. And Neil Ma is just biding his time, keeping 3 away while it's a 3v2 in the jungle on the top side. Panatom low, already used the ult to get out. Neil Ma used his ult, but Shinto gets that kill. Fields of Love will lock in Shinto, and the B is gone with the final strike from Haddix.
Cuvo Fred 1v1 up against Haddix on the right-hand side, while the 3-man core of the Leviathans start to retreat through the jungle. A fight goes south. Shinto in trade for Neil Ma. I almost consider Mana Core Spike to just be like a better Hydra's. It's just, hey, I've got big burst.
Well, Vote's got a lot of burst to him. That was a lot of ultimates used to kill Vote, and it's a Pyromancer in response for the Oni Warriors. Trade 1 for an objective. Typically, you take that trade any day of the week.
Back to base, like he wasn't really necessary for the objective DPS there, but gets caught out nonetheless. But at the end of the day, it's a trade you're willing to take. As you said, 1 for objective, so long as you're not losing something else in exchange, is just fine.
Red buff does get stolen. Wall holds Wrong You, Panatom away. Sonic Boom by 2 in a Fields of Love. Knocks out Panatom. Cuvo gets the hit and another wall from Neil Ma. Catches Shinto out this time. Beads are gone from the B. Thrown against the wall and beaten to the ground. Dardes finds the second kill.
And you know what? I think Nika's got the pincer here. Wrong You should be able to path towards that tier 1 tower. But maybe Nika can cut him off. Plenty of time on these respawn timers for the Leviathans. 30 seconds. Nika doesn't have to do that because his dual lane's the one that had pressure because they've got a hunter over there, which means he was allowed to stick around in lane and just continually farm up. Plus all those objectives, you know, they add up.
As Fire Giant has crashed in. Wrong You's health bar is crashing. No chance for the Wolf to get out. Vote finds the first pick in the fight. Shinto loses his beads to Nika. Zapman will flail out a couple of drum shots to at least hold the Oni Warriors from pushing further in. Look at the half health bars on most of the Warriors just from that initial engagement.
Great ultimate from Zapman there. Actually keeps Shinto alive. Neilma was closing in with that wall, but the fear does keep him out. Another missed wall from the Oni Warrior support means that the Leviathans can start to move themselves inch by inch forward to check on that Fire Giant pit. They've got decent vision. Should be able to spot it out if it's been pulled, and it has now. Haddix will convey that to his team, but can he stop it on his own? No.
Sonic Boom stuns him out. A knockup by Nika. Another Fields of Love will catch another one out. Haddix falls. Shinto goes down. Panatom used the beads to get away from the stun. And that might have been the only thing that saves his life in that instance. As the Oni Warriors bided their time once again and were able to pick up pay dirt with that one, picking up 2 kills.
These walls have just been...
One defense pulled away from this King Arthur. But with the wall of Fields of Love, that's going to get the beads out of Zapman. In the backline goes Panatom and Haddix. And Panatom does manage to take up Neil Ma, not doing a whole lot of damage. It'll be a 1-for-1 trade on landing. Haddix able to make it out just barely. Dardes ages just to live through the damage of Zapman. And the Oni Warriors who had a great push in are now being pushed back on the left, while Cubo Fred takes the middle bird.
Cubo Fred keeps his eyes on the prize, breaks the base of the Leviathan itself. But it's slow playing. The Fire Giant, nothing but slow.
Wrong you, not able to get in time. Enhanced Fire Giant to the Oni Warriors. And how much more can they find? Nika wants to find a stun onto anybody that he can. Stomps in, finds the knockup on a Wrong you, gets the Sonic Boom. And ultimate in response, but it's not enough to save the life of the support. Dardes versus Panatom, and that one goes to Dardes. Haddix thrown back on the opposite side, and now Zapman tries to make the play for his team, but he cannot find the defense, the damage up against Vote, who's able to find one there. Nika goes in aggressively against Zapman. One more hit. The Fire Minions find the kill on the Hunter. It's a deicide on the Leviathans. All 5 of the Warriors stand tall, and they will push in to take game number 2.
The Leviathans were in position. They say, okay, we need to defend this Fire Giant. If they get it, we lose. They don't get into the Fire Giant pit. Instead, it's an enhanced Fire Giant that goes over to the Warriors for free at literally no cost.